With the conspiracy theories, what are some of the things that you battle?
Well, I mean, at the moment, I mean, conspiracy theories in the old days were quite funny. Like
Mm-hmm.
they were cool things like UFOs and Bigfoot and stuff. Like no one cares. It was just fun and crazy. And maybe the Roswell incident. And then I did a book where I went to look at JFK being shot. Where JFK was shot. Those kind of things are kind of interesting. But now
Mm-hmm.
conspiracy theories are kind of part of mainstream politics. I mean, the whole QAnon in
Yeah.
America and particularly here, anti-vaxxers are. I don't know where you stand on it. I hope you're not an anti-vaxxer. If not, we're going to have an argument. But
No, so with the vaccines, like I'm vaccinated, my kid's vaccinated. Like I'm not anti-vaxxer. I'm anti like forcing it, I guess. Like I still think it's like your choice. Do you know what I mean? Because if I vaccinate my family, like we're in the clear, and you guys are going to be the ones that get the measles and potentially risk your kid's
I
life.
agree with that. I totally don't want to force anyone to. But what I'm anti is people spreading false crap about that vaccines are. I mean, some of them are saying that Bill Gates is going to control your mind and stuff like that. But people spreading false information about it and scaring people off taking the vaccine.
So like David Icke, I know he's like very, very vocal out there.
I mean, we had a guy who was, David Icke's English, and we had the last leader of the Labour Party who didn't get elected because he was a loony lefty. His brother is literally the biggest. He's like David Icke. He's going around getting arrested and harassing people, trying to stop people getting into hospitals, claiming hospitals are empty and stuff. So that's the current stuff I'm after. But I found this amazing pyramid diagram someone drew of conspiracy theories, and it starts at the bottom with ones that possibly could have happened. They're not that unlikely. And then they get progressively more loony. Mm-hmm. And some of the ones I love. So there's the sort of UFOs, JFK stuff. And then you get to one where there's a conspiracy that the country of Finland doesn't exist. Now, I've been to Finland, so I don't know what that means. So I'm going to look into that. I'm going to go to Finland. And how do you prove that you're in Finland if you're not, which is quite a weird. There's a really nice conspiracy, nice in the sense that it's interesting, about Denver Airport. So Denver, Colorado had a new airport built, and it was massive. And someone claimed that from the air, it looked like a swastika. And then when they went inside, there's a lot of Native American art in there, but they thought, no, it's Illuminati art. So now the theory is that this place has hundreds of miles of tunnels underneath, and it's the place where the Illuminati are going to go and hide out when the apocalypse comes. So I'm just like, it's a fucking airport. That's all it is. So, but Colorado's got quite a lot of that. I mean, pot's legal there. So, I think there's kind of a little more stuff. But I love all that stuff. And then it gets crazy. But the ones I love are flat earthers. And the flat earth theory, I'm quite obsessed with. If you go to a flat earth conference, they have really good merchandise. And the best thing they have, instead of a globe, they have a flat earth map, like a 3D thing. So I want to buy one of those. But if you believe in the flat earth theory, the earth is a square and there are 4 corners of the flat earth. And one of them is in a place called Fogo in Newfoundland. It's just off Canada. So what I want to do for the book is I want to find a flat earther who's not too terrifying. And I'm going to fly him and me to Newfoundland. We're going to go to Fogo. We're going to get in a boat and we're just going to row out because he thinks we just fall off the edge of the earth. So one of us is going to be right.
Oh my gosh.
The problem with conspiracy theorists is that they never admit it. They're always like, well, the reason this wasn't true is because you're part of the conspiracy. There's always a get out clause. So it's weird.
Haven't they explained why you don't fall off the earth? I try not to listen to the flat earth stuff because it blows my mind up.
Now, their new thing is there's an ice wall, like the Truman Show. There's an ice wall that you bump into. But, I'm going to have to find the ice wall. I mean, they think, again, flat earthers, I love it. You go, so what's Australia? Like, I've been to Australia. They go, Australia doesn't exist. I go, but I've been to Australia. They go, no, it's a hologram. And you're like, you're fucking loonies. So I think some of them kind of know, obviously, that it's not true. But it's quite lucrative for some of them. They tour around, they speak, they sell merchandise. And there is this kind of anti-expert thing, which is very prevalent in the States. And Trump was the kind of head of it, really, which is kind of people had enough of kind of educated East Coast types telling them what to do, even though you're an East Coast type. But, Ivy League, East Coast types at the top.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think their way of conspiracy theories is almost to piss people off and just say, they know it really gets people angry. And I think they kind of like it. It's sort of almost punk in a way. It's very odd. So I'm kind of fascinated in all that. So we'll see. But I want to go into the book because I fight them online because they just drive me nuts. So I always have an argument. And you never win the argument. So the point of the book is I'm genuinely going to go in with an open mind and try. And I'm going to go, well, what if I'm wrong? I haven't been to the moon. I haven't looked back. Maybe the Earth is flat. I'm going to try and do it. So we'll see.
I try to approach everything with that, with like the possibility that I might be wrong, because then if I'm wrong, it's like not a big deal. It's not like these other people where you're like, oh my gosh, no, and you double down. Like, it's like, sure, okay, of course I'm wrong. And that idea wasn't mine and I'm not offended. And let's move on with our day.